Alright folks, quick one, lads are zeroing their rifles over there, so you might hear them pinging off in the background. But I've bitten the bullet and purchased myself one of the Helikon Tex Matilda packs. Mac Tightwad, you'll probably hear him in the background saying that I bought one because I was inspired by the one that he's got, but I actually have liked them since they first come out, but I've just, you know, I never bothered getting one because I use other rucksacks and stuff like that. But bit of bullet, I bought one quite recently. I purchased this from Heini Haynes here in the UK, and the postal service was fantastic. I ordered it on the sort of Wednesday, and by the Thursday it was here, so really impressed. I've got the adaptive green one. This is the one that I had in stock, but I had my eye on either the adaptive green or just the green one. I didn't want the coyote brown, and so I opted for the adaptive green. And one size rucksack. Yeah, there's 1,000,001 videos probably on them as well, but this is just my little first, actually having the rucksack itself. Kajora fabric. Let's have a quick look at the stuff that's on there. You know, YKK zips, WJT, Woojin plastic. You know, you've got all the Molly side bits on them as well. Designed by Survival Tech, 100% nylon, and obviously the Kajora. So first impressions really. I mean, you know, I've seen it already. It's not dissimilar to the sort of like an Alice pack kind of system with the pouches that are on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer some of my kit that's in the Sabre into this and just see how it comes out. I mean, you know, literally this is the first look. So you've got the, you know, you've got the shoulder straps there, the chest strap. You've got the hip belt on it as well. The main bucket. You've got the three sort of pouches on the back there that are similar to the sort of Alice pack type system. Molle straps on the side, adjustable straps there, the two buckles at the top. There's two, from what I am aware of though, there is two parts to the actual lid. Well, you've got the lid itself, obviously just a storage part there, a mesh bag inside there, and if you quickly open it, you've actually got sort of two drawer cords there for the skirt, you know, and then one inside, and then inside there you've got a series of Molle straps again. There's also a little pocket inside there if you wanted to take the back brace out, and then you've got the main bucket inside there. So yeah, so we can transfer some of my gear over from the Sabre and see how it comes out. I'll probably have to invest in a couple of other pouches as well. I don't think it's going to take all the pouches that I've got that I used by day fryers. So we'll just see how it goes. So now the actual pouches are very, you know, I mean I've just got a Nalgene bottle in there at the moment, the metal one with the Pathfinder cup in here, and there's tons of space, absolutely tons. What I'm trying to work out is whether or not, obviously on my Sabre I use these type of pouches. You know, I mean, I'm not going to go into depth washing. You know, one of them's got my soil water filter in there. That's got a wash kit, first aid kit, and a fire kit. But what I was trying to do is seeing if I could. They're just width-wise, they're just a little bit not quite for the width of the pouches. You've also got snow skirts on the top of these as well. Not sure whether or not putting them nearer the top now will give me a little bit more space, which I think it does. Obviously it gets a little bit wider, and then I put my first aid kit there on top, or one of my first aid kits, and you can kind of gauge an idea on the size of the pockets. I mean, it's still a bit baggy there at the bottom, but that's something to work on. And you've got those nice tidy straps as well. You know, you can actually sort of velcro them away if you want. You know, bearing in mind this is straight out of the packet, so let's take them off. And they do come in quite handy, them sort of things, I think. So yeah, we've managed to get the all my accessory pouches into one, which has come in quite handy. And now it's just a matter of playing around. I mean, obviously Helikon Tex do all the different escape and evasion pouches and everything else. I'm actually going to borrow one off Mac and just try it out on the side of here, whether or not I actually have get a couple of water bottle pouches that sit on the side there, so I can house them on the side there rather than have them hanging out in there, so then I've got space for other stuff. So this is just sort of like something I'm going to be playing around with at the moment. And then I'll have a look quickly while I'm here then. We'll take out the other kit from the main. I mean, a real added bonus I think is, you know, I keep plugging Dave's pouches, but they are such a good size and shape to utilise the size of the rucksack. You know, you utilise the space inside the rucksack. So I mean, at the moment now I've got the Helikon Tex swag band, so it's nice, that goes right at the bottom there. This is my this is sort of like I've been sort of packing this quite a lot, this jacket. I'm going to take it off just for, it's actually getting warm now. This is a Widow by Widow 10. It's like a whoopee sort of hoodie, and it packs down lovely into one of Dave's pouches there. And it's kind of the jacket that I'm just sort of taking, rather than a buffalo shirt and everything else, during the sort of, you know, the sort of late winter and early spring. I'm getting away at the moment with just wearing this. I'm quite a hot person really, and you know, I like to take that with my kit as well, so I just sort of pack that into there. Let's bring the camera back round. It's typical Steven Spielberg prowess there. You know, I'm a roll mat. Well, not even my roll mat, is it? It's just my ground sheet. My grill. And then obviously in there is my pillow, you know, my pillow, spare socks and all that sort of stuff. And then I've got some rations there to go on top there as well. So, you know, that's bloody good. You know, that's a real nice, for me, because I tend to sometimes like to go a little bit lighter. You know, you do often see me in the videos using the Steuben as well. This is quite a nice, that's still quite a nice size. I'm not sure of the litrage, I'm not really sure offhand. It might be sort of 35 litres, I reckon, without the pockets. And then obviously I've got my, because I've been using, well, last weekend, or in the last video, I was using my A-Lux. And at the moment I'm still kind of packing out. I mean, alright, I'm in the teepee this weekend because we're just on a normal sort of campsite. But this is normal, you know, my basher kit is normally just that, and my plastic pegs and the ridge line. And normally what I do with them is I normally put them on the inside of the mesh there, and there's obviously space enough for them to go inside there, sweet enough. And then in the top bit, what I normally do is I put my torch and a few other bits and pieces in there. My torch candle and stuff like that, just inside there. And again, you know, this nice bit. These are actually mine. This is what I sort of, you know, mine. You know, it's literally just one of these little leather, a little leather bag with a, you know, I've got a little sort of cord lock on there. And what I do is I carry a couple of bin liners in there. I'm actually selling them on my Etsy store if you're interested. A bit of my own sort of advertising now. And you know, that's still quite a nice, you know, and I've not even touched them pouches yet with regards to putting the water bottles in and all the rest of it. And then all I've got on top of it at the moment, my stove and all that is set up in there because I've been cooking on it. And then the other pouches that I've got is my carving pouch with all my carving gear, because I like to take that with me whenever I go out, you know, for spoon carving and skills like that and tasks like that. And my little sort of Possibles bag with all my glues and, you know, tape and cordage and all bits and pieces in there. And let's see how whether that's going to be sort of sweet enough to accommodate hopefully all 3 pouches. Takes up the most, and then we've got, gives us that little bit more width at the top there to be able to put that pouch, put those pouches in there. So what I might end up doing then, I think for me personally, is I'll probably look at you know, maybe investing in a, you know, in a couple of water bottle pouches of some kind, just to accommodate the my water bottles. And also as well, it will take that sort of, I think, rather than using these as the putting these so I've got the weight of the water right on the back of the pack, it will be sort of a bit more nice distributed there on the side. And then obviously I can put all my cooker, frying pan. Well, frying pan will probably go inside, and then I can put all my bioethanol and all that sort of stuff in there. So you know, first impressions, you know, it's quite a nice sack. I've tried on Max, you know, wearing it, you know, it's the harness as well is very comfortable, you know, because, and even then you're not really overfilling it. It's not like it's a 100-litre rucksack. It is only sort of probably 35 plus the side, plus the 3 pockets on the back there, and then whatever else you've got the added addition then to be able to use the molly. All right, so this isn't a review as such. This really is just a showing you new rucksack that I've got, that's something that might hopefully fit in between using the Sabre, using the Steuben, keeping my kit down a little bit, you know, obviously because I like to try and keep my kit down to a certain sort of size and weight. And yeah, so I'll be using this. You'll probably see this in quite a lot of videos in the future. And you know, another little thing with them as well is the slots you've got behind the pockets here. So if you want to put your axe in there, so I get my knee out of the way, so if you want to put your axe in there, you know, you can hang your axe in there as well. So it's you know, another sort of point with it as well, I suppose. I mean, I'm not sort of forcing people to buy one, I'm just showing you the actual product itself. And then also I forgot to mention as well, you've got straps on the bottom there, so if you want to I don't know, put whatever on the bottom, just attach a few straps and then you can put something on the bottom there as well. So tidy.
If I go down the old
So this one is Max. Yeah, this is Max Tightwood, so I'll give you an idea on some of the bits. Now Max got exactly the same one as me, or I've got the same one as him, just to build his ego up a bit. And you know, he's got a few extra bits on his. That's obviously the that's the Helikon Tex pack. That's the Skate and Evasion one, isn't it? But as you can see there, you know, it obviously fits onto the molly pouch, no problem. I mean, you ain't got to use Helikon Tex, you can use whatever you like. And then what he's done on his, he's added like a first aid pouch there on the hip belt, you know, and he's got another pouch here. Mac will be he'll even admit and say this is the first rucksack he's ever bought where he hasn't had to modify. All he's had to do is add on pouches and stuff like that to it. So there you sort of get a general gist of what you can actually, you know, the versatility of it, I suppose. You know what I mean, as a rucksack. I mean, you know, there's some great rucksacks out there, but what I don't like, for me personally, okay, is the rucksacks that are just a bucket and they've got no side pockets or anything on the outside, and you end up having to stick more stuff inside the bucket, and the bucket looks even more bigger than it would be if you've got sort of like you know, sort of like external pouches or there, or you've got the, I mean, all right, you can do that with a lot of the other rucksack as well if they've got molly straps on them and stuff like that. But I do like the idea, I don't like having anything hanging off my rucksack too much. I like having everything packed away in pouches, and that way you can keep it a little bit more organised. I mean, I'm not affiliated with Helikon Tex or Heine Haynes or anyone like that. It is all just my gear that I bought. I don't get given nothing for free, I buy it all. And but this rucksack, as I say, I've had my eye on it for quite a while, and eventually I just said I'm going to purchase one, you know, because you can never have enough rucksacks, can you? Alright, so there it is. Alright, so thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to leave your comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and take care.